I've had this A2B a couple of years now. Ridden it a fair bit. Been on some long journeys on it. Well, when I mean long, I guess about 6-7 miles. So this one's got 2 batteries, one in the rear, one in the stem frame, and the key, when you push it to the anti-clockwise position, runs the back battery, and clockwise to there engages the battery there. Right, first of all, I'll just say I love the bike, but what do I not like about it? Well, firstly, knowing what it's for, but it is extremely heavy. I mean, it is totally unpractical to take anywhere other than to ride. I mean, it's just, you cannot lift it. It's big, heavy to maneuver, and though it's got gears and pedals, without a battery and that seat, it is extremely difficult to pedal. I mean, on a flat it's okay, but when you come to hills, you know, well, for me, just forget it. It's impossible. So I think it's heavy. So I don't look upon it as a bicycle as such. I look upon it more as an electric moped, because it's quite fast, 15 miles an hour. But with this button here, when you engage that, you'll get the speed to 20. But I mean, I'm always pedaling with it, so I pedal, but the power and the range, I think, are excellent. I mean, it's a heavy bike, so it's got a lot of weight to pull along on the road without a passenger. But it's a very, very well built bike, very sturdy, and oh, hello, dog. With the panniers there that go on the back, you can carry a lot of weight. And I mean, obviously you could fix something on top of here. It will take a lot of weight. I've heard people complain about the brakes. I don't know, I've never had a problem with them. I find the brakes really good. They're adjustable, as I found out. They've got a little because I don't know much about, but they've got a little wheel on there, notched wheel, which you turn and that does adjust them. In fact, mine weren't too good, but when I turned the wheel a few notches, they became really tight on the handle and brilliant. I don't like, obviously, and this has been said before, and they have changed it, I don't like this key here. That's so dangerous, because when you get on and off, the chances are you're going to kick it and break it. I haven't done that yet, touch wood. And I know they've changed it for the more modern models, because this is an early one, I guess. So I'm only talking about it as it stands. It's sad that when they didn't make this model, and though there again they've changed it, they didn't put a light on it. These lights have been added. I mean, a bike of this cost, you'd think they would have incorporated a headlight, but they didn't. So there's no headlight. I don't like that. There's no digital display showing the miles and the speed and everything, though again that has been rectified. But I don't like that it's not there. Maybe this is a small point, but this, and I think this has been said by other people, when you're turning this to work the throttle, you really do need to wear gloves, because it is really, really quite rough, which is good. It's durable, but it does gives you blisters after a while. So I always wear a glove when I'm using this. So what don't I like about it? I mean, other than that, really, I don't know. The tires that come with it, which I've still got, they are quite smooth, and I find them quite dangerous in the wet. I don't think they have much grip in the wet, and they don't have much grip in muddy or off-road type circumstances. I suppose you could change them, and there must be other tires you could put on there that have got more knobble on them, but I suppose they're better for the conserving the power, less drag. Really, it's a cruiser. You can't really call it anything else, to be honest. If you want a bike that's solid, reliable, seems reliable to me, it's fairly safe, you feel confident on it, and you want to go a long distance, this is ideal. I mean, you've got two batteries, so in theory you run out of power on one battery, and you know that you've got another battery to take you back to where you came from. And I've done that a few times, really. I think some of the improvements they made on the latest models probably are the right things, and so it's unfair to criticize it. I know they've taken the controller out of the hub, where it was a stupid place to have it because it was getting hot, and they've put it under here now so it gets cooled, because I did have a problem when I first had this bike that it kept cutting out. I'd do about 3 or 4 miles and the bike would just cut out, no power, and a couple of times I had to pedal home 4 or 5 miles, and that was really difficult. I was told, and then after a while you let it cool down for a day actually, then it came back to life. I was told that it had overheated. There's a sensor in there that in the back in the motor where the controller is, I think, that overheated. Well, I found it hard because I was pedaling at the time. I wasn't straining the motor at all. Anyway, in the end I got another wheel with another motor, and that one's fine. I have been told that they did different types of sensors that cut out at different temperatures. I don't know. So I've now got an extra motor and wheel, which is alright as a spare, but you can't go very far on it because it cuts out when it gets overheated. Anyway, I've had no trouble with that one. That's it, really. Would I recommend them? Well, I would recommend them for what they are to anyone who wants really a moped with electric power. If somebody wants a bicycle, even an electric bike, they're not really an electric bicycle, I don't think. I mean, I have got other bikes. I've got tiny little ones like that, and I've got big mountain bike type ones which are electric, and they're all bicycles with electric assist. This is more a moped with electric power, and it's speed limited to 20 miles an hour. None of that is a problem in urban conditions. I think it's ideal. So there you go. My dog's not interested in it though. Are you?